parent of a primary school child, or if you are a teacher who is teaching primary school kids, I'm sure you would be facing this problem of making all the children or all the students trying to learn tables by heart. So this is something interesting that you can try probably in your class or at home. That might create some interest in exploring multiplication tables. So this is what I would like to share that I did with my son. My son is 7.5. So every time when we tell him to learn tables by heart, then there is a natural way of rebelling, saying that that's not something interesting, or I already know tables. But ultimately, when one has to do faster calculations, then the multiplication tables have to be learnt by heart. So what do we do? So this is what I asked him to do. I said the number 24 and 42 both come in the tables of 6. So 6 times 4 is 24, 6 times 7 is 42. So then he found this very interesting. Oh, you just reverse the digits and still both the numbers are multiples of 6. Then I asked him, can you find any other numbers which are like this? Like if you interchange the digits, both of them still become a multiple, or both of them still become multiples of a given number. So then he started thinking. He said, probably I can start with the number 7. So since he wanted to explore, he had to narrate the entire table of 7 in his mind, and he found that it was not coming in the table of 7. So then he said, maybe I should try with some other number. Let me try with the number 8. Then he said, okay, let me do 8. So then he did 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. Then I said, do you think 16 can be one of the solutions? Like, can you have 61 in the table of 8? So then he said, no, it cannot be, because you are having an odd digit over here, and if you reverse it, it will become an odd number. So odd numbers cannot come in the table of 8. So this is a new thing for a child probably. If he's seeing this for the first time, then this can be a new learning, that odd numbers cannot come in the times table of 16. Okay, we didn't stop there. We proceeded. 24. So then I asked him, can 24 come? Can 42 come in the table of 8? He said, yeah, that's possible, because both digits are even. So like that, he started exploring further, and in the end, he understood that okay, in the case of 48, then there is another possibility, or if you take 40, then 04, it's not possible. So he explored the entire table of 8, and he said that no, we can't get any multiple of 8 where we can just reverse the digits. Then he went to the table of 9, and he said that okay, 9 3s are 27, I know, so 72 is also a multiple of 9, which he probably knew from his memory. Then I asked him, does it work only for these two numbers? So he said no, maybe it works for 18 and 81 as well. So there was some kind of excitement in his face, saying that okay, this is something new that I have discovered. Then I asked him to think about the table of 9, and in maybe a few seconds he narrated all the multiples of 9, and he understood that okay, it works for all the multiples of 9, at least all the 2-digit multiples of 9. So that was a motivation for him. He said that okay, now that I have found that there are more numbers, can I try to explore if it works in some other numbers? So will it work for the table of 5, or will it work for the table of 6, or will it work for the table of 4? So this is one way where we can give children the opportunity to explore through multiplication tables. So this is a way of learning that we can say is an explorative learning of multiplication tables, because till now most of the methods that we have seen or we ourselves have learned is rote method. So just asking them to learn it by heart, there won't be any motivational factor behind that, and naturally children feel that okay, there is no point in doing this. But if we can include some element of fun, some element of exploration, some element of experimentation, then children will find naturally that okay, let me try to do this, and that process itself is rewarding, because they unknowingly keep saying the tables of those particular numbers, and they unknowingly learn such properties of odd and evens while they are doing tables, and a lot of new things can be learned. So watch out for the next video where I'll share a few more interesting things about patterns in multiplication tables. I hope you found this useful.